In today's video, I am going to tell you a story. Actually, the reason why I am telling you this story, this story is a part. We have done half the class. I have written, I think, half the story in our previous class, and the remaining half will be told in this class today. Okay. So, in today's video, you will get the full story again because I would like to have a recap. Understood? I want you to have a recap of what I did in our previous class, and today I think it will be an interesting class. Okay, so let's hear the story again. I'm going to start the story again, but before I start the story, before I tell you the story, it is very necessary for all of us to know why fables, folk tales were made. To speak the truth, every story we read has a message to give us, has a moral value. Every story teaches us something that we are not familiar with. All the story that you read have got hidden meaning. And unless and until you look for the hidden meaning, you cannot learn the story by heart. So those learning the stories by heart are requested to please look for the hidden meaning of the story, because it will help them not only to be a good human being. All the stories, all folktales and fables have a message to give. Look for the inner meaning of the story that you go through, and I think your life will be as beautiful like the stories, as all the stories, all the folktales and fables that you go through or that you read, either in your class or in universities or in colleges when you are university students. Okay. Now, my friend, I'm going to tell you the story. In this story, what happened? Actually, there are people who look very beautiful. If someone looking very beautiful, or if someone looking very handsome, if it is a boy, you know, boy looks handsome and the girls look beautiful. So if they look handsome or beautiful, they actually have an ego, because they, however hard they may try to free themselves from their egos, or being beautiful, what happened, it is their ego that actually is the reason for their failure in life. They make much of their beauty. They make much of who they are in the society. Say, so they don't think twice before putting down others. They don't think twice before looking down upon others. And this is the reason the film Class 12 Fail IPS was made, and this film taught not only India, the whole world, that even if you are an average student, okay, if you do not well, understood, if you do not do well in exam, even if you are not a first boy, second boy, third boy, but don't worry, try to gather good education and transform yourself a good human being. If you transform yourself into a good human being, I think the society will benefit from your presence in it. And those who have good characters, good education, good moral values, I think these people are loved all over the world. They are respected. And those who try to be an average, understood, I must not say they should be average. If you have good knowledge of a subject, if you are a good student, even if you do not come out first in the class, it makes no difference whether you come out first in your class, second in your class. And there are many parents who started saying that even if their sons do not come out first in their class, do not come out second in their class or third in their class, we have no objection. I want my son, even I have been teaching students for more than 20 years. And during my, my association with good schools in which I taught, like I taught in Kendriya Vidyalaya, I taught in many English medium schools, not only one. And what I have seen during my association with so many schools, I have seen maximum number of parents. Now the parents started saying, I want my son to do well, not I don't want him to come out first, either first or second or third, or like, I just want him to do well. I want him to be a good boy, and only a good boy can come out successful. Only a good boy can come out victorious in the battle of life. And that is exactly what happened in the movie, 12 Fail IPS. That movie inspired the whole world, believe me. And I would like to thank all the producers, directors, and those who actually gave the director who directed this film and made it a reality. Understood? This is why thousands of people, not only from India or from all over the world, feel inspired and they're doing well. And the parents earlier, what did they do? They used to put tremendous pressure. They used to put pressure on their kids, even tiny mini kids, okay, to come out victorious, to do well in exams. Now the parents are saying no, no pressure. Parents say, I want my student to at least get good education, and that's all and nothing else. And now, my friends, in the story today, you are aware of the name of the story. The name of the story, or the title, you can call it. The title of the story is The Rabbit and the Tortoise. In this story, what we see is, rabbit is, proud. Rabbit is burning with his ego. And tortoise, who is slow, is well aware of what he is, or who he is, or what he actually he is doing. And those who are so busy thinking of themselves, thinking of their ego, thinking of who they are, they ultimately end up doing nothing. I have seen many first boys. They are either doing very ordinary jobs, or some of them have not got jobs. I have read in good schools, and I have seen with my own eyes. Okay, I read in a very good school in Kalyani, and maybe like I was in class 12. I read with good students from good families. But unfortunately, I've seen those who excelled, those who came out first, second, third, and like they did not do exactly what I wanted them to do. So, my friend, I want to tell you, this is the truth I'm speaking, and I want you to just understand the role of a particular a class of people who actually think that according to them life should be like how they want, or they want their children to have a future which they will decide. And now the perception has changed. I'm really very, very happy. And this is why I would like all the people, okay, to please think of the reality of life. If you have children, don't put pressure on them. Don't make them do what they don't like doing, what they don't enjoy doing. If they enjoy doing what they're doing, I am sure they will come out victorious in the battle of life. And in the story, the tortoise was quite aware of what this particular person or the rabbit was doing and what he was proud of. He was proud of who he was. He was proud of what type of speed he has got, and this is the reason he thought, "Oh my God, this he is nothing in front of me." Okay, this is why don't, if you have superiority complex, free yourself from that particular kind of complex. If it is very bad, and even inferiority complex is also bad. So if you have this sort of thing, please free yourself. It is a disease. Give it up. Never lower, never look down upon those who actually are part of the society that you belong to as an inseparable part. If you do that, the society will be very, very beautiful. We should not hate those who actually are inferior to us. Understood? World peace is possible only when we think positive, never think negative. Okay, now let's begin the story. I think it's very good story, and we must not hesitate to tell the world that this story has got hidden meaning. You know what? In a forest, there lived two very good friends, a rabbit and a tortoise. Rabbit was proud, Rabbit was famous for his speed, while the tortoise was famous for doing things slowly. One day, the rabbit was making fun of the tortoise for being so slow. Do you ever reach anywhere on time? Asked the rabbit with a mocking laugh. Yes, replied the tortoise, and I will get there sooner than you think. I will run a race with you. When tortoise said this, actually, you know what happened? The rabbit was taken aback. He was surprised. He was amused at the idea of running a race with the tortoise. So he agreed. I would like you to please understand this. The rabbit is being told what? What was impossible to him. Something that was hitherto impossible is being presented as something possible. What he said, actually, the ground under the rabbit's feet slipped. The ground under the rabbit's feet slipped. The moment the rabbit heard the tortoise saying, yes, and I'll get there sooner than you think. What does it mean? How can an animal that is the slowest animal, understood, that moves at snail's pace, is saying something which is not at all acceptable? To whom? To the rabbit, the fastest speed, the fastest moving animal. It was really something that was never acceptable to him. And that was the reason he was amused at the idea of running a race with the tortoise, and so he agreed. Now here I want to tell you, when he said, I'll get there, what does it mean? Through the use of there, what the tortoise meant to say is that I'll get there sooner than you think. It means there means the goal of life. Why? He knows who he is and what his goal is. And he knows, he actually, through there, the tortoise is showing the rabbit the reality of life. He actually is showing the reality, the real battle of life. And they both are what? They both are a part of the real battle of life. So he now says, I'm ready to fight with you. Where? In the real battle of life. And I will see you defeated there. There he means, in the battle of life, I will come out victorious and you will fail. It is because the rabbit was proud of a disease called ego. He was burning with his ego, and his ego will prevent him from reaching his goal. And the reality surfaced in the story. How? In the story, what happened? Now the fox who had consented to act as a referee marked the distance and started the runners off. Now what happened? The rabbit was soon far out of sight. He got overconfident. So he thought how ridiculous it was for a tortoise to try a race with a rabbit. Then he lay down to take a nap beside the course. And or until the tortoise would catch up. So what he did, he then he lay down to take a nap beside the course until the tortoise would catch up. The rabbit slaved on. I have told you the meaning of the word. I am teaching you these days phrasal verbs. If you are sleeping on, it means you are not stopping it. He went on sleeping. He was having a sound sleep. He slept on. The rabbit slept on peacefully. The tortoise, meanwhile, kept running slowly and steadily. And after a time, he passed through the place where the rabbit was sleeping. Then what happened? The rabbit, when at last the rabbit woke up, the tortoise was near his goal. He ran his swiftest and fastest, but he couldn't overtake the tortoise in time. Why did it happen? The fastest running, or the animal that has got the animal that was famous for his speed got defeated. How did the rabbit feel when it got defeated? Actually, through the folktale, through the story, we have learned that those who are proud of themselves, will always see themselves defeated in the battle of their life. Because the ego that we have is our enemy. We should kill our ego if we want to shine in life. If you want to come out victorious in the battle of life, kill your ego. It is a disease. It will kill you in the long run if you do not kill it in time. So my friend, don't forget to remember me and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my class. Bye.